Good morning, students. I hope you all are well at home. So, today we will discuss about our fourth part of video. So, in the previous part of video, we have already discussed about how to cross multiply, how to find the value of x by cross using cross multiplication method, and how to find the value of x by using transposition method, and how to find the value of x using shifting method. So now let's start our next topic, that is application of linear equation word problems. So let's start our topic. Practical problems, or also called word problems, are often tricky entities involving variables and numerals. Many of these problems which we encounter in our day-to-day life can be solved easily if we are able to understand their language and convert them into linear equations. The following steps will provide an easy guide to solving word problems. So step 1, read and reread the word problem till you understand what is provided and what is asked for. Firstly, we have to read the statement again and again. And after reading this, we have to understand what is provided and what is asked for. हमें क्या करना है और क्या given है. Step 2, assign the unknown measure that the letters x, y, z, etc. And step 3, convert the language of word problem into simple mathematical statements. Step 4, from equation using the conditions given to the problem. And step 5, solve the equations to find the value of unknown measures. So let's start our topic. So moving to first question, the sum of two numbers is 50. If the numbers are in the ratio 2:3, find the numbers. Here we have not given the numbers, so that means firstly we have to let the one number be x and sum of two numbers be 50, because the sum of two number is equal to 50 we have given. So the other number is 50 minus x. Now we have also given the numbers are in ratio 2:3. That means x upon 50 minus x is equal to 2/3. It is our first number and it is our second number. Because we have given the numbers in ratio form, that's why we have writing it into numerator and denominator form. After writing this, we have to do the cross multiply. So 3 multiply with x, it is 3x, and firstly we have to multiply 2 with 50, it is 100, and then we have to multiply 2 with minus x, it is minus 2x. After cross multiplication, we have to transpose the variables on the right hand side, variables on the left hand side, and constant on the right hand side. So 3x plus 2x is equal to 100. 3 plus 2, 5x is equal to 100, because here 2 is a negative. When we shift to transpose it to the right left hand side, it become positive. That means 5x upon is equal to 100. So now we have to separate the variable term. That means we have to divide both the side by 5. So x is equal to 20. So the numbers are, first number is x is equal to 20, that means first number is 20, and second is 50 minus x, that means 50 minus 20 is 30. 20 and 30. So moving to the next question, a two-digit number is such that the sum of its digit is 4. We have given a two-digit number such that sum of its digit is 4. If 18 is added to the number, its digits are reversed. Find the number. So let the digit at unit place be x. Then the digit at the tens place, that means 4 minus x. Unit place means ones place, it's x, and tens place 4 minus x, because sum of its digit is 4. So the number 10 multiply digit at tens place plus digit at unit place. That means we have to multiply tens place number with 10 and write unit place number as it is. So 10 multiply unit tens place number is 4 minus x plus ones place number, that means unit place number x. So 10 multiply 4 is equal to 40, and 10 multiply with x minus 10x plus x. So now write 40 as it is, 10 minus x, it is 9x. After writing it, we have to reverse the numbers. So how can we reverse? On reversing the digit, the new number, we have to multiply. Now we have to multiply 10 with the unit. Firstly, we have to multiply 10 with the tens place number. There, after reversing the digit, we have to multiply 10 with the unit place number and write tens place number as it is. So 10 multiply x, 10x plus 4 minus x, 10 minus x, 9x plus 4. According to the question, original number plus 18 is equal to new number. What is our original number? That is 40 minus 9x. 40 minus 9x is our original number, is equal to new number, and new number is 9x plus 4. So now we have to 40 plus 18 is 58, and because original number plus 18, that's why it is 58. Minus 9x is equal to 9x plus 4. So now we have to transpose 9x to left hand side and 58 to right hand side. Minus 9x and minus 9x is equal to 4 minus 58. 9 plus 9 minus 18x is equal to minus 54. Cut the negative sign with the negative sign. 18x is equal to 54. So in the next step, we have to divide both the numbers by 18. That means 18, cut the 18 with 18, and 18 3s are 24. X is 3. So now we have to find the value of digits. That means digit at the unit place is x, because we have suppose the unit place number is x is equal to 3, and the digit place number digit at the tens place, it is 4 minus x. That means 4 minus 3 is 1. So the number is 10 multiply 1 plus 3, because we have to multiply unit tens place number with 10. That's why we have to multiply tens place number with 10 and plus unit place. 10 plus 3, it is 30. So now moving to next question. The denominator of a fraction is 6 more than its numerator. If 2 is added to both the numerator and the denominator, the fraction becomes 1 by 2. Find the fraction. So let the numerator of fraction be x, and denominator is equal to x plus 6, because we have given the denominator of the fraction is 6 more than numerator. That's why we have adding 6 into numerator. So the fraction is x by x plus 16. Then if 2 is added to both the numerator and the denominator, so the new numerator is equal to x plus 2, and the new denominator is equal to x plus 6 plus 2 is equal to x plus 8. So the new fraction is equal to x plus 2 upon x plus 8. According to question, we have x by x plus 6, x plus 2 upon x plus 8 is equal to 1 by 2. Now we have to cross multiply. 2 multiply x plus 2 and 1 multiply x plus 8. So 2 multiply x, 2x, plus 2 multiply 2, 4, x plus 8. Now transpose the variables on the left hand side and constant to the right hand side. 2x minus x is equal to 8 minus 4. X is equal to 4. So the numerator is equal to 4, because we have supposed the numerator is equal to x and the denominator is equal to x plus 4, x plus 6. That means 4 plus 6 is equal to 10. Then the fraction, that means numerator upon denominator, and value of numerator is 4 and denominator is 10. So it is our fraction. So moving to our first question of this exercise. So the first question is, the sum of two numbers is 70. Their difference is 16. Find the numbers. So firstly, we have given the sum of two numbers. So let the two numbers be x and y. Firstly, the sum of two number is 70. That means sum of, let the numbers be x and y, and sum of two numbers be x is equal to 70. That means x plus y is equal to 70. It is our first equation. And then we have given their difference is 16. That means difference of two numbers is equal to 16. That means x minus y is equal to 16. So solving equation 1 and 2. X plus y is equal to 70 and x minus y is equal to 16. Cut the negative with negative, because when we subtract minus y from y, it is 0. So x plus x, 2x. 70 plus 16, it is 86. We have to find the value of x. 2x is equal to 86. That means we have to divide both the numbers by, both the sides by 2. Sorry, x is equal to 4 to the 8 and 3x. Value of x is equal to 3. And we have to find the value of y. That means x plus y is equal to 70, and put the value of x. That means y is equal to 70 minus 43. So the value of y, 10 minus 3, 7, and 6 minus 4, 2. So x is equal to 43 and y is equal to 27. Moving to the next question. A steamer going downstream in a river covers the distance between two towns in 20 hours. While moving upstream, it covers the same distance in 25 hours. If the speed of the stream is 4 km per hour, find the distance between the two towns. So firstly, let the speed of steamer in still water be x km per hour, and speed of steam is equal to 4 km per hour. So that means, because we have given, if the speed of stream is 4 km per hour and speed of steamer still water be x km, therefore speed upstream is equal to speed in still water minus speed in stream, that is x minus 4 km. Speed downstream, that means x plus 4. जब हमने अपस्ट्रीम जाना है तो हमने क्या करना है, x में से वैल्यू स्पीड को माइनस करना है. जब हमने स्पीड को डाउनस्ट्रीम जाना है तो क्या करना है, x में हमने स्पीड ऑफ जो स्ट्रीम है उसको प्लस करना है. So the time upstream is equal to 24 hours at 5 hours, and time downstream is 20 hours. So distance, that means how can we find distance is equal to speed multiply time. So speed of the upstream is 25 hours and time of upstream is equal to x minus 4. So distance of downstream, again we have to multiply speed of downstream with time downstream. That means 20 multiply x plus 4 km. Now distance upstream is equal to distance downstream. 25 multiply x minus 4 is equal to 20 multiply x plus 4. That means दोनों को लेफ्ट हैंड साइड और इक्वल राइट हैंड साइड लिख लिया. When we multiply 25 with x, it is 25, and 25 with 4 minus 100, because here is a negative sign. Next 20 multiply x, 20x, 20 multiply with 4, it is 80. Here is a positive sign, that's why we have writing positive here. After solving the equation, we have to transpose variables, that means 20x to left hand side, and constant, that means minus 100 to right hand side. 25x minus 20x, it is 5x is equal to 80 plus 100 180. So now we have to divide both the sides by 5 because we have to separate the variables. So cut the 5 with 5, then when we divide 180 by 5 it is 36. So check it, 180 divided by 5, 5 3s are 15 and 8 minus 5 it is 3. So 5 6 are 30. So the value of x is 30. Now the distance between the two towns, that means 20 multiply 30, 6 plus 4 kilometer is equal to 20 multiply 36 plus 4 40. It is 800 kilometer. So now moving to our next question. Next is, a train is traveling at a speed of 60 km per hour from Delhi to Calcutta. On its return journey, it travels at a speed of 50 kilometers per hour and takes 4 hours more than the onward journey. What is the distance between Delhi and Kolkata? So let t be the time of onward journey. We know that distance, how can we find? Distance is equal to speed multiplied by time. So if we find the value of speed, so how can we find? Firstly I am telling you the some formulas. Distance is equal to speed multiply time. When we find speed, that means speed is equal to distance upon time. If we have given the value of distance and speed, so we have to find the value of time. So how can we find? Write time is equal to distance divided by speed. These are some formulas related to this topic. So firstly, let t be the time of onward journey, and we know that distance is equal to speed multiply time. For the onward journey, that is Delhi to Calcutta, distance is equal to 60 multiply t, because we have taken the time be t. That means speed we have given 60 km, 60 multiply t. On the return journey, that is Calcutta to Delhi, time is t plus 4 hour, because on its return it travels 50 km per hour and takes 4 hour more. That's why we have adding this number t plus 4. Distance is 50 multiply t plus 4 kilometer. From we have given it first equation and its name second. From 1 and 2, 60t is equal to 50t plus 60, because when we solve this, 50t plus 50 multiply 4 60, 60t is equal to 50t. So next, in the next step, we have to transpose the variables on the left hand side and constant to the right hand side. That equation is 60t is equal to 50t plus 60. That means next, in the next step, we have to write 50 multiply with 4, it is 200, because 5 multiply 4 20, then 50 multiply 4 is 200. So 60t minus 50t is equal to 200. 60 minus 50, 10t is equal to 200. Now we have to divide the both side by 10, because we have to find the value of t. That means 200 divided by 10. So the value of t is equal to 20 hours. So the distance we have to find what is the distance between Delhi and Calcutta. So the distance between Delhi and Calcutta is 60 multiply t. That means 60 multiply 20. It is 1200 kilometer. So in this way we can find the distance of two journeys. So now moving to our next question. Next one is, each side of a triangle is increased by 10 centimeter if the ratio and the ratio of the perimeter of the new triangle to the given triangle is 5:4. Find the perimeter of the given triangle. Let the perimeter of the given triangle be x centimeter. If A, B, C are three sides of the given triangle, then A plus B plus C is equal to x, because we have a triangle in this way, also in this way, because in a triangle, how many sides in a triangle? 3 sides. It is a right angle triangle, and it is a equilateral triangle. So here is a question, what is a right angle triangle? If one angle of in a right angle of measure 90 degree, then it is called right angle triangle. If both the sides of the triangle are equal, that means each side of a triangle is 2 centimeter, 4 centimeter, etc., these are called equilateral triangle. If only two sides of a triangle are equal, that means two sides 2 centimeter and one is 3 centimeter, it is called two-sided triangle. If all the sides of a triangle are different, that means 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter, 4 centimeter, then it is called a scalene triangle. So if A, B, C are the three sides of the given triangle, then A plus B plus C is equal to X. Each side is increased by 10. That means A plus 10, B plus 10 and C plus 10. Therefore perimeter of new triangle is, that means we have to add all the sides of triangle, A plus 10 plus B plus 10 plus C plus 10. So A plus B plus C plus 30, because 10 plus 10 20, 20 plus 10 30 is equal to X plus 30, because we have given the name of A plus B plus C is equal to X. That's why put the value of A plus B plus C is equal to X. It is X plus 30. According to the question, we have given perimeter of new triangle divided by perimeter of given triangle. It is equal to 5 by 4, because the perimeter of new triangle to the given triangle is 5:4. That's why we have to divide the perimeter of new triangle by given triangle. So the new perimeter of new triangle is X plus 30 and perimeter of a given triangle is X is equal to 5 by 4. Now cross multiply, 4 multiply with X plus 30 and 5 multiply X. 5X is equal to 4 into X plus 30. 5X is equal to 4 multiply X, 4X, and 4 multiply 30, 120. 5X, shift the variables to the left side and constant to the right side. 5X minus 4X is equal to 120 and 5 minus 4X, X is equal to 120. Therefore the perimeter of the given triangle is 120 centimeter. Firstly, we have to write the perimeter of given triangle X, and let each side of a triangle is A, B, C, and new triangle, that means each side of a triangle increased by 10, and we have to add 10 on each side of a triangle. After finding new equation, we have to divide the perimeter of new triangle by given triangle. So then we find the perimeter of given triangle, it is 120. So in this way we can find the word problems. Firstly, we have to check what is given in the statement. According to the statement we have to take the equations. That means हमें क्या करना है, देखना है कि स्टेटमेंट में क्या इंक्रीज गिवन है, तो हमें उस कोई लेट हमने एक्स सपोज किया, उसमें ऐड करना पड़ेगा. अगर हमें डिक्रीज गिवन है तो उसमें से सब्ट्रैक्ट करना है. अगर हमें स्पीड गिवन है, डिस्टेंस फाइंड करना है, तो वो फार्मूला यूज़ होगा. अगर टाइम और स्पीड गिवन है तो डिस्टेंस कैसे फाइंड करते हैं, स्पीड मल्टीप्लाई टाइम. सो डिफरेंट अकॉर्डिंग टू द ईच क्वेश्चन वी हैव टू फाइंड द वर्ड प्रॉब्लम. सो लेट्स in this way we can find the some solution of each word problem.